Hola and welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for being here, guys. I am here to do a little sneaky peek on this Friday's release from Pretty Fingers by Robin. So April the 4th, what is it? Quat is going to be a release of three plays there. So I'm super excited to share with you what they are. Here it is. I'm going to bring the very first one, the funky. Okay, look at that. Super funky arrows, all different types of arrows. I am loving these, and I'm looking at this and I'm like, hold up. I could have totally used this the other day as my devil's tail. I mean, that's what it looks like to me, a lot of these. But look, boop. You go straight one to the arrow ones. I mean, so many ways that these could be used. Definitely giving like a 90s vibe. They're called arrows number 229. I'm very excited to use these and do different types of things with them. Just so many things, honestly, that spring to mind. Because I always want to point to something, right? Well, boom, here you go. Do it in style. Okay, so next up, they're also releasing this one, the 230 Bonsai. And look at these trees. They're so beautiful, and they have a bunch of cherry blossoms. Of course, this one is always as well in the small and bigger size, which I absolutely love. Just depending on what I'm doing, then I don't have to mess around too much with the resizing. But here it is, different bonsai trees and styles there. Super, super fun. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. Very excited to get some of that done as well. And I'm sure there's going to be so many pretty monies with this one. Okay, last one releasing, number 263, whales. And look at that. Not only whales, but there's some really cool ocean or sea type of items that could be used for backgrounds and things like that. So that is really cool about this play as well. But I'm looking at this and I'm like, okay, so it's a whale, but I could so use this for a mermaid tail. And it also has little boats on their tails, which of course could be removed and used independently as well. Cute little whale going all in. I do believe, yep, these are in the big and the small sizes as well. So you'll get to do whatever you want with this thing. So those are the three that are going to be released. And let's go ahead and pick up, like a couple of stamps and stuff and see how they're going to look. Go. Okay, so let's begin a little sample here, and we're gonna start with this little guy here, our arrows, right? Where we have the big size on this side and the smaller size here, and I'm gonna get a couple of them. I think I want to put them on myself. I mean, I do have this little wheel here too to put stuff on, but let's try this on my own little tiny nubbies too. Why not, right? Nice. Let's try a little ASL. I gotta be better at it, guys. That's what I'm doing here. Trying to incorporate that into my life. Like, you spread yourself like, 10,000 different ways. Yeah, that'd be me because of ADD, seriously. So this guy right here, little swirly guy, that's the big one. And I'm gonna try him here on my thumb. Using my cheapy stuff. I'm not gonna lie to you, after using She Modern continuously, using this little cheap stuff, it's like, whoa, how? How did I survive it back in the day? See, it's just not the best. I'm not gonna front. It's like, Okay, we're just gonna use the good stuff because I really hate struggling in this. I'm mainly using right now for fills, you know what I mean? Not so much for lip. So let's just use our She Modern F. Here we go. Vamos. Let's go. Little swirly guy. Nice. And of course, these little guys are fills, See the difference? They have a fill inside of them. So you want to make sure that when you're picking them up, that you're not scrapping too hard so that you don't dip that fill out of there. So bam, here we go. This is the big one, and it's perfect for my little nub. And really, this is something that, of course, is universal. Like you could use it as a cute little owl that's painting that way and has a little swirl. But you can also just use the little swirl and X out the arrow part. Boom. And just have that design on top of like a really nice marbleized whatever. So many different ways we could go with this, right? So let's also get the baby one of the same one and then see if we could sneak them in over here, right? Let's check it out. So big guy here, small over here. Nice. Here we go. Let's get that little big guy right here. Boom. Easy. Here it is. Wait, am I seeing two of them? Listen, I don't be seeing, you hear me? Okay, yeah, they are, because one of them has more of a swirl and the other one not as much. It's not as swirly as you can see. So I'm using the super duper swirly one. Here we go. Calling it super duper. Just because it has one more swirl, I'm telling you, I exaggerate. Yep. So here we go. We got the big guy, smaller guy gonna come through on the corner. Let's see. Can we sneak him? There he goes. There he is. We got two little guys. They got Wonky right here with me. But I got two little guys right there. You know what? They also look like a snail to me. I mean, all I see is shapes. I'm here to tell you. Shapes and different ways in which I can use them. Like this one, Zag. So cool. Let's try him on one of my nubbies as well. Just so we can see something. Hold up. I have an idea about Marvel. Let's see. And of course, he's filled. So I do want to make him nice and juicy. Do a light swipe so I don't dig him out. Boom, there he is. And here's what I'm thinking. What if I took him, right? Hold up. The brain needs a second. Hold up. There it is. So I have him like that, right? And I could do ping, a nice little arrow up, little arrow down, whatever I wanted. There he is. Bam. Cutie. How adorable is that? And then I can have two different shades. Like on this side I have a green, and this time I have a darker green or something. And that could be like my little morning style. And this little arrow could be white. I could do whatever I want, guys. Wouldn't that be adorable? The little arrows down, two different colors. And then ping, boom. I got a cute little money, That's how easy it could be. Or, you could be complicating, but that's another story, guys. We're here for the easy peasy today. But there it is. How cute is that? Alright, let's pick up another arrow. I love these chunky little arrows over here with the stripes. Me liking. Even that's cute too. There's just so many to try, right? Okay, so those were the bigs. I'm gonna try the smaller one of the little chunky guys because of my nail size, really. My nail size is like, I got some little shorty babies. So let's try shorty and see how he does. I do like the little chubby. Let's get chubby on me. Boom. A nice easy swipe, nothing too local. There's the guys, all of them, all the dudes. Alright, which one we want? Let's try them. Let's try this arrow here. Boom, boom. They all fit. They all fit, my people. These are the tiny ones. Here we go. This is the pinky getting 2 arrows. There it is. And that's shorty pinky, let me tell you. This one right here, bam. Got my little arrow going. Oh man. Where's my cleaner guy? Hold up, where'd he go? I don't know where my cleaner guy is at. So, I'm going to use this guy. They're not my favorite, but we'll deal with them. Boom. One little arrow here. Another little arrow here. Hold up. Let's clean up. I'm vacuuming my space. Hold up. Espérate, dusting. I'm dusting over here. Okay, got it. There he goes. I like those. Those are cute. Yes, ma'am. Alright, so this one has the up and the down, pointing up, pointing down, the chubby little arrow. I really like that little dip on the bottom. And then boop, the zigzag, the swirly arrow. And let's try even more swirly here. These little guys, these little springy looking guys, right? Let me put one on me. Hold up. Hold up. Let's spring, baby. Let's spring. I have a big mess. I'm not even going to front. But there he is. Boom. I'm using this card to be quick about my pickup and stamping. And it's making me a big old mess, lady. Okay, vamos. The last one. Oh, springy arrow. There he is. Look at that arrow fun, guys. Boom, boom, boom. I mean, we have stuff to say, don't we? And we can just show them with these cute little arrows. Adorable. A whole bunch of colors and then bam, bam, bam. Psycho arrows everywhere, too. Love it, love it, love it, love it. Alright, so let's look at the other play, right? Okay, so the second play we're going to explore here is this guy. And this is the whales plate, which also has some really cool reefs and things for like an ocean scene or fish, anything that has to do with aquatic. You'll be able to incorporate some of these things. And there's also some boats and some ships that are ships that are on the whale's tails. And of course, kid you not, this really does to me look at me, I'm pointing to it with my arrow. Stop. Okay, John, hang on, I gotta stop. This right here looks to me like even it could be mermaid, right? Totally. I think fish is like this. I could be wrong. I don't know all the animals in ASL or money. Okay, none. Jesus. I can't remember. I learned them a long time ago, and then of course don't use it and forgot. You see what I'm saying? I'm trying to use this stuff. Listen, here we go. Let's pick up some of these whales, of course. My lubbies are teeny tiny. Are these guys in little? They are in little. Let's check out how the little one will fit though. My little tiny babies, my little nubs and stuff. Otherwise, I would just shrink the big guys. But I think the little tiny guys are gonna probably fit me. Alright, let's check it out. Let's start with this little guy right here. This little whale that's holding up a boat on him. Let's see how he snugs into my nail. Hold up. Here we go. Here you are, guys. Little swipe, get him up. He's there. Adorable, perfect little pickup dude here. Let's see how we do him. Hold up. Okay. There we go. And I mean, I'm gonna put him right here on my index finger, and he fit perfect from top to bottom. Bam. There he is. You see him? It's muy bueno and nice, right? Check him out. He fits perfect right there. And I could even add a little wave behind him if I want to. Or any of these other little items, you know, put it behind there, boom, and then him on top. Okay, so there he is. Let's also do some of the reef corals, whatever you call these things. I love these things. I want to say that some of these were on the fish plate. If you had like maybe this one and this one and that one, but some of these are not. Like that's new, that's new. I haven't seen him or him or him. I really like that. That's so pretty. Definitely did not see them this big on the fish plate. I can tell you that right now. As a matter of fact, let me dig it up, right? After I put one on the hold up. Okay, which one? Of the small ones too. And this has the small and the big within each other. You know what I mean? They're not separate from side to side. To be honest, one of my favorite ones is this and this. I love them both. So let's try a little tiny reef right here. And boom, pick him up. There he is. Get rid of that tail. And put him on. We're putting him on the thumb here, right? No, let's put him on Pinky Binky. Because he fits there. Boom. There he is. And you can raise him up, you know, and then put the fish on top of him coming through or whatever you wanted. Look at that. Let me take out my thing. Okay, so check it out. I did dig it up. And here it is. Isn't it beautiful? It's just such a gorgeous fish plate. And you can see here that it is definitely not in large sizes. They are a lot smaller than what you're seeing here. I want to say, looking at this, the reef type is the one with the little rock, that one, this one, way smaller, and then even smaller. These are super tiny, and then, so the tiny one here is still bigger, I'm looking, it seems, than the ones that are here. These are the smaller ones, but see, those are a lot bigger. This, you can't, you know what I mean? You can see clearly the line in between it to fill it in. So it's a tiny bit smaller than that. And this one, I'm seeing that one here. See? And now you just have it in bigger. If you need a bigger size, of course, this doesn't have whales on it or the ships or anything. And let me see, I think also, you know, this one has the rocks, which I love to put at the bottom. This one is here. Yeah, that one is this one. Right there. So the bigger one is even just a tiny bit bigger than what it is on this one right here for the small. So it's basically a larger size on some of those floral ones, but this one is not there. That one is a new one here. Alright, so together, of course, those work really good with the fishes and stuff. And I do believe that there's another fish coming out, which they did mention on their live yesterday. So this one has the whales and the other one's gonna have the fish on it. So that's what we have, and I have added this top coat on it, and I guess it's matte, I don't even know. But it is matte, and I'm glad for that because then I can see when it's cleared, dried up. So those are the two there. Let's see what else we can get. I want somebody a little bit bigger, so it's not going to be on my tiny nub guys. Let's get a bigger guy so we'll put it on this. Which one of these guys? Let's see this one. And this is the bigger one because the smaller one is here. Let's compare them, right? Boom. Here you go, whale. Enter my world. Where you at? Pick them up. Whoa. Didn't get a good pick up there. Let's try that again. Uno más. Alright, so here we go. Let's try that one more time. Juice her up. Don't let her little butt dry. pick her up. Here she is, much better. Here it is, vamos. Get it. Here she goes, so cute, isn't she? Beautiful. Oh, I can almost hear her, dog, and I'm deaf as hell. So cute, look at her. So this is the bigger one, and she's going from end to end, you know, pretty much there. How pretty. I just like her little lines underneath. That's gorgeous. Okay, so let's get her in the smaller size, and put her right next to her, right, and compare where she at. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I saw her and I lost her. Hold up. Right here. Right here. Is that her? It's not, because, see, her back is not arched like that. So hold up. Where's my girl? Yo, I'm so blind. Okay, there she is. There she is. Cutie patootie. Vamos, nena. There she is. Let's get her. And she's tiny. I'm gonna put her next to it though, but I want her myself too. She's so cute. There she is. Hold up. Let me get all this stuff away from her. Hopefully not mess with her. There it is. And done. Alright, let's put it next. One at the top, one at the bottom. Oh snap, she fits right with her. Yeah, she does. Bam. Oh, the little mom and baby going through. Where y'all going? I want to come. Let's go. Let's go, whales. They just seem like so cool and collected, you know. They just come through. There they are. That's adorbs. How cute. Okay, let's get somebody small, though, on here. I do want more. I want more. Who's it gonna be? The smallie guy. Let's get the one with the flip. You think she could flip here? I think I can fit her. And she's holding a little boat or ship on her. Let's get her. Oh, espérate, wait. Now I'm also gonna get the little mermaid tail. I want the mermaid tail. Let's do it. Alright, we're gonna do those two. See how ADD just like sold you? Be like, oh, here you go. Where am I going? So hold up. Let me get back on track. I'm getting homegirl right here first. Espérate, hold up. Before I lose my train of thought here. Espérate. Let's get her. Hold up. Bam. Let's get her. She's so cute. Look at her. Such a cutie pie. And there's the boat too, that you could just do this from the bigger one if you want it. That's right next to her and grab it. You know, the world is yours, dude. I'm gonna grab this boat and just put it right here. Boop. And I just basically stole him from the bigger one. And then I'm gonna take her. And look, she fits me nice on the thumb. This is the bigger guy. Wait, no, I'm lying. This is the smaller one. Yep, that's the small guy, and he fits perfect, which is also him. He's the small guy. Yo, look at me. Ay, bendito, I did it twice. Is that the same guy? Oh, see why I can't be trusted? Oh, my gosh. Yo, okay, I'm done with myself. That's insane. Okay, hold up. Yo, listen. Don't be like me. My ADD is bad. It's bad, guys. Okay, so here he is. Twice. Hi, yo. I guess we could say I like him, okay? I must like him a lot if I put him twice, clearly. Oh, snap. Okay, so there he is. That's cute, 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 cute. Playing myself, y'all. Okay, but we do have the little bow here. As you can see, it's easy to remove him, you know, if you just wanted to have the bow. for a separate money that you're doing or whatever. Or even with this money, but you just want the both separate, you could always do that as well. So I find that to be like a plus, when that happens. Okay, so here's the guy right here. Boom, boom. I do enjoy taking them apart and making them my own, but it's just a part of the, I was here type thing. I feel like it's kind of like graffiti, and I'm like, I was here, this is me. Personalize it to my style. Oh, look. That's cute. She's got the water splash behind her and a bow, okay? Just everything. Bam, bam, the triple hitter. That's the third move when you do box, box, boop. Box, hit, box, hit. That's what that is. Nice. Okay, now we're gonna do the whale here. Hold up. Follow me. Follow me before I get lost. Let's be real. Here we go. Boom. We got the little whale tail or mermaid tail that has some little ocean underneath it. I love that. That's my favorite part. That it has a little bit of the ocean. Let's do it. And we're going to put this little guy right here. Oh, perfect. He hasn't even come down. I'm already like, you're so beautiful. Look at you. Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir. I like you. Let's put this little guy here. Hold up. I'm going to dry him off for just a second here. Boom. And that is nice. It is. It is. It is. We got our little whale. Listen, twice, but that's all right. They're twins, They're twins. I'm just making sure it's the same one. Yeah, it is. It is. And then our little tail, the little reef guy. And we do have a bigger one here with the mom and the baby. Tail has been disconnected. And let's get another reef dude. Whatever you call these things. Seaweeds and different things. Let's get a few of them too to put on here so you can see how cute they are. Because they are adorable. And of course, I don't have anything going on in this morning. I gotta go back. Hold up. Let's try. This guy, I love him. He is not colored in. So what's really cool about him is that you could do him in different. I don't have him though. I don't think. You could do him in different colors. I'm obsessed with that. There's this lady here, Allison. I don't really know her, but I love her style. She does a lot of what I'm talking about, where she puts a little black, pink, yellow, green, poop, 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 and just stacks them up, and they look so cute. They're just gorgeous. Look at that. This one is pretty. That one, that's so nice. And another little guy. This one is so beautiful. How pretty is that? I mean, I like. Yes, me likey. And different colors too. Boom. I love it. I love that. And you could put a real nice bright fish, behind it, in front of it, peeking through it, whatever you want. It's your world, dude. No lies, your world. It's your dream. That's exactly what it is. Boom. There it is. See? So we got a couple of them there. Hold up. There it is. We have that one, this one, so pretty, and you could just see a cute little whale around that as well, right? I mean, I can. How beautiful is that? Being nice. Real nice. Real nice. And then let's go on to our last plate, baby. Let me clean this up. Okay, so here we go. Last but not least, because boy is it gorgeous. Look at that. I absolutely love The Karate Kid. Love it. I love that movie, and this is one of the things that Mr. Miyagi would be, doing as his little, how do you call that thing when you, it's like yoga, meditate. So when his little meditate things, this is what he does right here, right? A little trim, alright, so, Absolutely beautiful. They have a couple of different styles here, and they do have them in the big and the small. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Whoa, 9 of them, and then 9 of them in the tiny style. And then they do have the little beautiful, what do you call these little guys? The blossoms, the cherry blossoms in 1, 2, it looks like 3 different patches or batches of them, and then in the smaller version. So, yee, mamma mia. Okay, so let's pick up some bonsai, and let's take a look at my small one. Right, so I have 1 nail left. I can go ahead and put one of these babies on there, just to show the size relatively on a little baby, and see here who they're gonna be. I might remove my extra. Okay, that's what I should do. Remove my extra here so that I can also put some cherry blossoms. I mean, I want that. So let's do it. Vamos. Let's see. Cherry blossom primero, right? First. How pretty are they? Here we go. Get us some blossoms. Whoops. And these are the bigger size. They do have that same little style in the smaller ones, right? Let's see here. The big branch and small, skinny branch and small, big little bush. And where is he in small? I think this is him. Yep. That's that little bush right there. So I'm gonna put him. No, I didn't let him dry. Yellow. No, I didn't. But there he is. And in my little nubs, it's not going to take that much of him. Let's see right here. Oops. This is the one that I have. That's so pretty. I did take forever, guys. So let me just oily bond him so he doesn't not stick, you know. And then I'll be like all tight about it. Here we go. Let's avoid that, okay? Let's avoid the drama. Let's put a little bit of that. A little bit of that. There he is. Imagine he's a real pretty color. Even though he's not. Hold up. And then, boom. My little cherry blossom. How pretty. And of course, you could reverse color them. You could do what's that thing that the ladies love to do? Watercolor. You know, you can watercolor the guys. Whatever you want. Let me get this right here. Me and watercolor one day. I always say that, but the truth is I'm too loud. I'm just too loud for it. But I'm gonna try, cause I think it's cute. You know, I could be romantic and soft on my moments. They just don't come very often. Dude, okay, here we go. Little lefty. Look at him. Here we go. Way too much. You don't need all that, but with the lefty, you know. Alright, so we have that little cherry blossom. So pretty. We're gonna put another one too, though, on the little thing over there, so you could also see them better, but very, very cute. Alright, and then on the thumb, let's put one of these guys, right? Who's it gonna be? Of the small ones. She's that little guy. Why not? He's not the shortest or the tallest, but that one is so cute. Hold on. It almost looks like a tree house to me. Here we go. Whoa, he wasn't clean. Boop, boop. And still got my homeboy. Here we go. Clean them up. You know, I'll be wasting time. Not today. Vamos. And there he is. Perfect. Perfecto. Look at him. How pretty. All I could think of, Mr. Miyagi. Wax on, wax off. Wait, is this on, off? Wax. We waxing, okay? All we know is we're going in 2 different directions. And look how adorable that little bonsai tree is. I like it. Let me make a mat right here real quick. So we can see him a little better. There he is. Cutie patootie. And of course, we also have our little cherry blossom. Now let's put them on these guys for a better view, you know. But also wanted to show it on the itty bitties. Alright, let's see if we can act right and get only the color, because we got distracted and trying to get the whole thing. Girl, chill. Corner, you know, one at a time. Vamos. Here we go. Boom. Juice. Swipe. Pick up. There it is. Little corner action of cherry blossoms. I'm gonna put them right here. Boom, trying to maximize on them as much as possible. We got another little cherry putter right here. So pretty, pretty gorge. I love. Very, very pretty. Draw him up. Boom, boom, boom. Of course, he's got some distraction here. With my polish. Hold up. There it is. And then one bonsai. One of the bigger bonsais, because the one I have here is the baby one. But so cute. Look at it. Alright, let's get another guy, a bigger guy, and see how he fits onto these. And I think this is the same one that I have. It's so pretty. Let's do it. It kind of looks like a family tree to me. This guy. Let's pick him up here. Looks like he's got some oil. Hold up. Let me clean him up. And here he goes. The little family tree guy. Here he is. In there. Swipes. Got my dude. You don't need as much as me. I'm being super dramatic. I'm being super dramatic. Look at that. So pretty on the details too of his little base that it sits in, pot or whatever. Listen, words be escaping me. And look at it. It is perfect for this right here. Boom. From top to bottom. How pretty is he? Now I feel like I need another one. At least. You need at least two to compare, guys. I mean, hello. One is not good enough. Just like you know. Alright, so let's do uno más of those beautiful bonsais. So that one, and see all the little pots are different. See this one? This one kind of looks like it has more floor, which is flower, more flower like style to it. And this one is a little bit more seedy looking, you know. And this one kind of, I like that. Look at that. I like this one because of the waves within the trees itself, the lines within them, which this one has as well. But I want to clean him up and do him because he's so pretty to me. Let's try him again. Hold up. Of course, I want the one that's dirty. I mean, hello. If it's available, do I want it? I mean, do I even want it? Hold up. Okay, so let's get our cutie pie right there with the waves inside or lines. I don't know what to call them, but here we go. Let's get those guys. Cute. Boom. There he is. He has a cute little pot too. Boom. Boom. Swipe. There's my dude. Look at him. Isn't he pretty? He has all those little lines in him, and his pot is pretty too. With the little details, and I took it. See? I swear. It's a slippery slope with me. Dang. Me not worried. Here he goes. Boom. With his pot that got dug out at the bottom. How pretty. Yeah, and then you just paint her all cute too. Or not. This is your world. But it's so pretty to me. It looks like her little roots inside there. Okay, so here it is. Let me stop talking garbage. Hold up. Me cap us. Okay, so there we have it. Let me go ahead and bring them back out here too. We have 3 guys that are coming out. The beautiful arrows, 229. And the very pretty whales, adventurous whales, number 263, with also some ocean parts. And we didn't pick him up, but you know what? You also have a way of taking him out, and you have your waves. Okay, also that. And then finally, last but not least, is number 230, the bonsai one. Look how gorgeous those guys there. And here we go. I have some little arrow samples here, right? Arrow samples here. And I have some whale samples, bonsai, tiny ocean plants and stuff. There it is. How cute. Everything fitting there. The little nubbies. These are all just the smaller ones. No type of... Actually, this one also has the big one. I didn't do any shrinking in any of this stuff. And then these guys are the bigger images of the sea plants there. 2 and 3. We cut out one of the little ships there from a whale. We have the big mama and baby whale there. We also have the pretty blossoms and some of those bonsai trees here. Different styles. So that's what's happening this Friday. If this is you, if you want this, join, baby. Go ahead and make it pretty. I'm talking garbage, but listen, for sure, use my code Sunshine. Also, follow this chick, subscribe. There it is. Lots of love, guys. Boop, boop, boop. Look at that. Ping pong, back and forth, sharing it, because that's what we're doing. That's what we want to spread. Peace. Adios. Au revoir. Espérate, I wonder, and bye. Adios. See you later.